Hey guys, it's Perry. We're doing some Emerald 3, I think it's Emerald 2 coaching actually, on Jarvan. So let's definitely take a look and figure out how we can play a high-level Jarvan game. So first thing I'm looking at is tap down is good. I'm thinking about really making sure that I know what's happening mid and bot, especially mid. Because if this Cassio ever oversteps, she is a kill. I am focused on full clearing for sure, but if this Cassio is stupid, then you can get a lot of free kills. Okay. Good. Good E, good position. Now your Q is good. It looks good. Nice. Let's take a bot lane as well. I just want to see. I want to get like a general idea. Cool. Cool. Now you can use your spells. Yeah. So this game looks super duper duper free for you. So far. So whenever I see a hard-winning bot lane and a mid laner that can skirmish, like I don't really care about this, but a mid laner that can skirmish, I'm always thinking about Drakes. This bot lane equals like we want to stack dragons. So I'm not trying to ruin my game or my tempo at all. This is like a play towards 5 minutes, get your crab, be happy. Okay, that's my thought process here. And you should always have that thought process in solo queue. Whenever you have a winning bot lane, you're not trying to snowball by diving or by ganking or by doing anything weird. Just get the fucking dragons and you'll win the game.
Okay.
Okay. The next thing I'm thinking about here is where the enemy jungler is pathing. If he's pathing down and he fights the bot crab, I'll have opportunity for maybe a double crab because I'm looking at the map and I see top prio. So I'm preloading top prio, top control-ish, and mid wave control. Mid is going into them. Okay, so we have mid control and then bot lane can fight. So if you're on the way ping the crab now, make sure your bot lane knows that you want to play for this. If the enemy jungler paths down, you get this crab and then the top crab after as well. You can gank here first. Not bad to gank here. Yeah, they're way too far up. Cool. Pantheon is here. Cool. Let's go for the crab. Let's go for the crab. Let's get the fuck out of here. Go get out of here quickly. We're not playing two crabs because we played for a bot gank. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna resequence top down nice and naturally. You could use a smite here just to reset it and get more tempo. Cool. Danger ping him. Danger ping him. So if he communicates that, then you danger ping him and tell him what you're doing. So what you're lacking there is like more clear communication. So he pings you assistance, ping him danger, and ping on the way to your camp. There you go. And that tells him what you're doing. And then ping your next plan. What's the next plan? It's what? What are we playing for?
Dragon.
Yeah, so ping that. Let everyone know in advance what our plan is. Great, and then you could ping your raptors, and then see Galio just pings. He's like, oh, I know what you want now, brother. I won't be stupid. I'm gonna play for this dragon. And now you want Ash's attention. So you can on the way ping dragon and then assist ping the Ash. Let's do that when you have a chance. On the way ping dragon. Yeah, there you go. And then that just like signals in their head, oh shit, we gotta play for this Drake. And there you go, now Ash pings that. And I have your entire fucking team listening to you. So now, go straight for the dragon.
Oh, don't even do wolves. Okay.
No, fuck your wolves. Just get this dragon in 5 minutes. Your entire team is prepared. And you have 2 smites already. The faster you get the dragons in this game, the faster you stack for soul, the more pressure you apply in this game. I'd smite it and pull it out. Start smite.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You have 2 smites. On the way ping, make that they know they're on the way. Good. There we go. Beautiful. That's what communication does for you. Now ping where the enemy jungler is. Where is he? Good. 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 Okay, now let's go back to wolves. Now we continue clearing our camp. So some people would argue, oh my god, my teammates are listening to me. It's like, it's a miracle, but that's not a miracle at all. You calculated plays, and you gave them a good idea, and you gave them a good plan 50 seconds in advance. That's what communication actually means. If you think you're communicating, and you're not doing that, you're not communicating. Okay, and then I want to ping what the enemy jungler is again. Just in case. Where is he? Good. And now it signals in bot lane's mind that he's there. Now you can danger ping the Krugs, and then on the now you can communicate what you want. Great. Now on the way ping and then danger ping at the same time. Danger ping because they need to be careful of the Pantheon. Okay, that's fine. The play is kind of fucked. Don't kill yourself here. Don't kill yourself. But that's why you needed to ping a little bit more. The Pantheon doesn't get free shit here. You can try something? You gonna try to charge Q? Yeah. You smite a minion, you get level 6 if you need it. Smite a minion, you get level 6. You could probably just EQ and kill him. You don't need to ult. Try not to ult. Try not to ult.
Ah!
It's okay. Recall, recall.
I was spamming. Yeah, I was spamming EQ. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. Do the crab first. Do the crab first, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, but now where the enemy jungler is, you just want to play. Where does the enemy jungler communicate that? And then you need to look to see, is your top laner playing aggressively or not? What's he up to? And then if your top laner playing aggressively here, then you need to extra ping him. Or if your mid laner wants to go and ping him. He's playing at a time where you're recalling. Right? This is proper communication here. And now, what is your plan? Okay, our plan is to play for what?
Grubs.
Cool, so let's communicate that. I would do your red buff first if you want to do the grubs as well. All of what's happening here is you just need to properly communicate and get your teammates on the same page as you. And then see the condition. So what is Malphite's HP? What is Malphite's condition? Always full, your Aatrox's kind of low.
Silas is low too.
Yeah, Silas is low, but your Galio is here. So you're going to use a numbers advantage here because Sivir's Karma's bot lane. So you could go on the way ping, let him know. Good. Communicate. You might be able to hunt this guy down a bit. You can on the way ping if you want to play. You can on the way ping. Okay. It's fine. So the idea there is if you really want to play that, you need to communicate that. I'm telling you, bro, this Galio could have done more for you there. He did not know you were planning to do that.
Okay.
What are we doing in response now? He's gonna get the grubs.
Go here.
Good. Communicate that. All you need to do in this stage is try to communicate better. You're not doing a good enough job. And then the next thing to learn here is how we can assess better. But all I care about is better communication.
Actually, a ward right here.
Communicate. Ashe could have ulted earlier, and then you guys could kill them. Your Ashe does not even know you're here, by the way. That's the crazy part, right? Your Ashe doesn't even know. That's all you need to communicate. They're dead if you ping earlier. The Ashe will ult. Just do caps. Just pull this out. Do this for now. If they walk forward, like, you don't need to be part of this. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. You're gonna kill the Viego after. Now kill this guy. Good, and you just got an extra camp as well. Good kill. Good. Now look at his red buff. Go straight to his red. Pantheon is still showing top lane. Pantheon's on your Krug, so ping where he is. Good. Now what's the next big plan for us?
Dragon. Recall for Dragon. I think I recall her after this.
You can
Screw
take the
Raptors.
Raptors. You can take the Raptors.
Good.
You want a full trade here. You want a full trade. Yeah. Ward in this bush. This is the best bush to ward. Let's look mid the condition again. Can you kill this guy before you leave? Yeah, it looks pretty killable to me. So I will kill this guy and then recall. You always want the goal. Okay, look at the Pantheon HP. This is still playable. Q. Careful.
I think I got grounded or something. Yeah.
So your Q was 1 second off cooldown, and then you ran straight in, and then you kind of went back in and killed yourself there.
Yeah, that's the stream pressure, but yeah, my bad.
Yeah, it's fine. You have an audience, so makes sense. Okay, let's go play for this. You're doing fine. This game is gonna be really chill for you. You have very fed ADC. Just keep communicating for the dragon player. Good. And then now your Ashe has the inclination to ulti if you can. Okay, cool. Now we can just go objective. Come out. Okay, you're gonna have to turn here with your team first. Not everyone is with you. Be careful. Doesn't look too easy. Careful. Try to live. Ash. Okay. Go back. Reset the game. Let's farm our camps. The game's in a hard state. Fighting matters. That's all that really is happening in this game. The plays you are making are not inherently bad, but because we are fighting poorly, they're playing bad. Or the game is going bad. You can go Krugs, go Raptors. Let's just restabilize in this game. You can kill this guy. Go kill this guy. Go kill this guy. You need this kill. But we need to look for plays like this. You can still go through. He just used flash. Okay. Gotta go for his Gromp. He invaded your bot camp, so take the gates and look for his top camps. You need to look for something in response here. Up a ward on the side here. A ward, and then finish their smites, and then go try to kill his Malphite. Kinda need this kill. Desperately.
Like AP Malphite's kind of squishy.
He has no flash.
What am I doing?
You're good, you're good. Hit you and he'll die. Fine. Back to your camps. Krugs, red Raptors all the way down. Scary to do the
Scuttle?
crab.
No?
No.
Okay.
Very scary. I don't know where Pantheon is. Hasn't shown for a long time.
Turret plating will fall soon. Enemy has been slain.
Well, just finish this.
Enemy killing spree.
You did what you could. This game, they're 4 AP, by the way. So if we get a Mercs, we're very happy. This is probably just theirs. They're all here. I go back to my bot camps. F this mid wave. I catch this too. Catch it. It's yours. Come on. I buy a Merc Shreds as fast as I can. Because they're 4 AP, and then I'm going for Sundered into full MR. Let's look at Cassio's HP. What is she doing right now? Full tab. What are her items?
Full. She just came out of
Yeah,
base.
what are her items? So she's 2.5 items.
And South's kind of weak.
Yeah, but Galio's also coming. So ping the Galio if you want to kill this guy. Possible. Sit in this bush and wait. Give me some time. Find any Galio. Not good anymore. Got a danger ping. Go slowly. Can combo one time. Combo one time, yeah. Yeah, nice. Let's stay alive. Nice. Let's recall. Wait, item. You need a little more gold or no? You have it? You have it actually.
Yeah.
Cool, so after you use your first combo, what you need to do is you need to try to reposition a bit more. Like, you're standing still and you're autoing people. It's not actually correct on this champion. You need to reposition. The EQ there was good, ulti was good, and then walk backwards and then re-EQ in, rather than auto. Does that make sense?
Okay. We're not playing for the Herald, right? We're playing for the Dragon. Like, our whole team's not really on the map. Pantheon ulted into that fight.
Look at top lane. What's happening? Yeah, you could probably just play.
An ally has been slain.
Catch this mid wave. Catch this mid wave quick. Ashe is in base, and they're just like not showing correctly here. So you can push this quickly, and then maybe push the ball even as well. Should be fine. Just dodge. Don't get hit by that. Run away. Run away. EQ out. Go. Can make Q flash. Careful. Raptors. Raptors. Farm. 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 We're just farming. The play kind of changed because you got chunked and then they're there.
Too top.
Yeah, on the way, ping what you want to do. I'll pick this dragon, right? So. Ash's top lane, careful. Look, look, look. You're not looking at the map right now. You're not looking at the map right now. Go farm your wolves. Farm your wolves. Farm your wolves. Just relax.
Yeah.
Farm your wolves. Your teammate's just not with you, though. And because your teammate's not with you, like, you're just not doing that. There's no way you're doing that. They're trying to win a top fight. You just do what's best for you. Just farm your camp set. It's completely fine. And then you could go to the top side and play for that afterwards.
What about the bot turret?
If they come for it, you can defend, but your Silas, just wait for your Silas. Okay, we can try to flank the Veigar from the bot side. On the way, ping the Veigar. Smite this, go.
I don't know if there's a play.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Search. You. Oh, we're playing here, we're playing here, we're playing. Stay, stay, stay.
Ally has been slain.
Recall, recall. He wants to recall. You can buy your mercs. Sweeper, sweepers. You need to switch to your sweeper. Should have switched to sweeper.
Oh, yeah.
1,000 years ago. Hold tab. Does he have leveled up pet? He does. Okay, that's fine. Hold tab. What is Ashe items? What is Veigar items? What is Cassius items? Ashe is stunting her second item for Hexdrinker, so we have to play a little differently. Who else? What about your top laner? What's he have? Okay, everyone is just weak right now. This is pretty much just our farm timer then. Our relax on the map timer. And only look for picks on the side. Or with... Like, we're just looking for picks. So, Cassius showing ball lane. Let's count. 2 here. 3. Don't forget to use your
So
spells.
pick his
yeah.
bot if we want to.
Yeah, I don't think that guy's killable though. Visage. Good.
I mean, we have to contest this icon, no?
Yeah, yeah, but
Like, we can let them start it.
let them start it. Yeah. Chunk this guy with a Q. Like, you're just trying to look for poke damage. Then pull this outward towards you. I pull it left side because you would be in fog of war. Now you're showing where you are.
I
Always
see,
want
yeah.
to try to use fog of war. Careful. E, run. Okay. Your super would be helpful. You could pink the bush. Pink the bush. Sad. Careful, careful. Be very careful here. Kind of just waiting. Kind of just waiting. If they are starting a fight, it's ulti and then EQ out. You can start the fight on any of the front line as well. Not the Pantheon though. Or not the Malphite. Okay. Ulti them, yeah, ulti.
Ryan, I'm freaking stuck.
You need to get in the habit of ulti EQ out, not forward. Just kill yourself. Reset. This fight, the game is winnable. Ping their flashes. Let's ping their flashes so we know, especially for your champion, who has flashes, who doesn't. I think even the Malphite flash. They all have no flashes. Okay, but it's very important for you to win this game to please ulti and then EQ towards your teammates, not towards the enemies. Take the gates. Take the gates here. Hold tabs. We have TPs. We do. We have an Aatrox TP. You could try here. I would try. This game is like pretty sad. They're gonna one shot it. Never mind.
It's gone.
Okay, next fight. Ulti EQ out. Outward, not inward.
Why is he pinging? Oh my.
Okay, Raptors, Krugs. We're just farming here. This is not your dragon. Actually, you can look at his top camps. Yeah, look for his top camps. Look for his top camps. His.
An ally has been
Yeah,
slain.
try to pick their top turret. One way. This is the trade, right? They get a dragon, you get top tier 2. That's normally the trade. Well, we can wait for objective bounties.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
That would have been so good.
Shuttle or just recall? I think just recall, right?
No, do the crab, do the crab. They're all on the dragon. You need resources. All we're playing for right now is gold. We want gold. We want to get our super footage. We want to get items.
Say Fox just killing himself.
It's like to fight this Malphite. You have to try to trade skill. What tab was he buying? Wait, defensive, aggressive. Well, that can go around. You. On the way ping. On the way ping the TP. On the way ping. Are you in the game? Nice. Nice. Cool. Let's take his. I think he did it already. He must have done it because Silas has a blue buff. Oh no, he did your blue buff. Okay. Always good to check. I would do this and the wolves. That's. I don't think that's good. It's fine actually. You should grab the mid wave. Do this. Do this. You're not using your Q fast enough. You need your spells quicker. Like, even on that Malphite, you need to use your combo faster.
Okay.
Because then you get your next Q rotation.
Your team
Danger ping them. Danger ping them.
a
Make sure they know to leave. Oh, that's so
Your
scary.
team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Catch this and then recall. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
A summoner has
Recall. Just recall. Ideally in. Hog though. I'll show you. Kanik. No. They're all AP. Are we playing the same game? They're all AP. Sweeper. Check the Baron. EQ to the Baron. You need to check the Baron. Your teammates are dying. You have chance to smite it. 15 seconds. Hold tab. Does your Aatrox have TP? E. Don't pink. E. Okay. Careful. You're actually okay. You can fight a little bit here. Fight him a little. Should be okay. Ease their damage. Try to kill him. Don't use your smite. You can go to the dragon now. Go to the Baron. Baron, go quick. Just blind. You can blind EQ over. Blind EQ over.
Oh, fuck.
Nice try. Okay, it's fine. Do the crab.
ally has been slain.
There's like They're all scared. They're all low. More resources for you. Farm down and play for this dragon. You're not necessary in this. You're not needed in this mid play. It's not really a mid play. Alright. You can help him. You can help him. Let's do this.
Fucked up again. Nope.
Try to EQ out. Do the drag. Do the red buff. I try. I mean, you can EQ him here maybe. Run away after. Run away after. Look at Salas. Look at Salas. Try to help him. EQ. Line her up. Okay. Ash. Kinda low. Hard to put. Alright. So it's we'll see if this guy wins here. The game's playable. Whistle for them.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Try to take the gates bot side, test a little, fight a little. Look at the Cassio, look at the Cassio, look at the Cassio. Look at the Cassio. All the guys behind, yeah. Aatrox will be up, stay alive. Save your Q here. EQ someone. Vigor's you can play. Pantheon. Pantheon's the target.
I keep forgetting about this age stopping my EQ, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's all down to the fighting, dude. I think I have a harder time fighting on stream too, cause I mean, I don't know. My fighting's not the greatest, but then it's hard when I'm trying to do what you're telling me to do at the same time too, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of happening. I'll say the least. But we'll take a look at like the
My fighting's not
fighting
the greatest, but then it's hard.
things you actually need to work on. Because there's just like concepts in these team fights that you don't seem to be applying too well on Jarvan. Come look at my screen here. I'm gonna share what you want. All right, so what am I talking about here? So what I'm looking at is you seem very stressed, and unsure as to how to want to play each fight, and then you also seem
that's
to
true because I think there's so many options with Jarvan. I think that's probably the hardest part.
yeah, and then you seem to have this desire to want to go forward always. So right here, for example, you go, cool. You ulti, cool. You have a Q this entire time, cool. We use this, and now your E and your Q are up in 4 seconds. So instead of staying in the midst of the fight here, what you should do is kite towards your teammates. If they chase you, they die. If they chase you and your Q comes up, they die and you live. If they chase you and they kill you and your Q barely comes up, they'll still guaranteed die. Because they're spending all their time running into you and your team. And if they don't chase you, then you could return to the fight with your EQ. Okay, but staying in the mix is never good. Okay, so you need to be willing to reposition your character in these fights. Another example is this massive team fight on the Otacon. And this is the fight that could have won you the game right now. So the Malphite missed his ultimate. Let's watch. Malphite misses ulti. Cool. Your EQ, you cannot start with EQ in some of these fights. Okay? For sure, we start with EQ. It's fine. We walk through. We ult. We get knocked up by the Herald. It's fine. We get a nice little 2-man ulti. We get this guy's flash. Who is on your screen right now fighting with you?
Nobody.
Their problem is you don't see that in the fight. You just play your game. Jarvan is a champion. Most bruisers as a champions. They need someone on their freaking screen, an ally. So what you're lacking is the awareness of what the fuck are you looking at right now. You're too focused on how do I play the fight. You're too focused on who is on the enemy team, what is going on, who am I killing, all of these things, which should all be predetermined. There is a predetermined way to play this game. You are playing against Cassiopeia, Veigar, Karma, 3 immobile characters. You're also playing against Pantheon, which is relatively immobile, and then Malphite, which is relatively immobile. You get massive spells if you ult the Pantheon. He has to burn ulti. And then Pantheon, he has to like W, so he's like kind of save himself. So all of these situations allow for 2 combos: ulti in, EQ out, or EQ ulti in, flash out. Notice how every combo I listed there, I live. I don't die. I live because we preach that fundamental of living. If you want to play team fights better, you still need to try to live. This is not helping you live. You ult here, you got Cassio flash, you chunk Veigar here with an extra auto attack, you EQ out, or you simply Q the Veigar, I wouldn't E. You Q the Veigar, and then you drop the wall and walk backwards towards your team. Malphite is dead. Pantheon is dead. Because of the space you created, the Veigar, Cassio, and Karma cannot help Pantheon's engage. Notice how Pantheon is right there fighting for his fucking life. He's in his head, he's like, where the fuck is my team? That's what he's thinking. But in reality, it's because you stopped them from being able to play the fight. But then what you do is you also kill yourself. So now Pantheon dies, and then you die as well. So it's just a 1-for-1. It is no longer good for the fight. So there is almost no argument here where I'm ever EQing forward into 3 people. It makes absolutely no sense. You're playing teamfight, you're playing Jarvan. I don't care if you have 3 or 4 items. Fundamentally, this is not how you fight on any champion in the game. Does that make sense?
Yep, that does.
Cool. Plus, we also start this fight with like a free kill on their team. Like, that guy's dead. This is such a good position. EQ back to the Pantheon. He's knocked up, and then you just fucking kill this Pantheon.
Yeah.
This champion is all about going in, saving HP with your Sundered and Eclipse, and going in again and Sundered and Eclipse, and going in again and Sundered and Eclipse. I think you normally got like 2 rotations per fight, and then you were either completely dead, or just like you won the fight because you did it correctly. But for example, here, what I want to do is EQ fast, so I can get my next cooldowns on rotation. If you are too worried to miss your spells, well, I'm sorry, but like you have to get with the program and try to land this shit. Because too many times I've had students be like, yeah, I'm too much of a coward. I need to smite him first. I need to make sure I'm close enough range. Yeah, well, listen, you're not going to win fights if you do that. Because the extra 2 seconds on your Q refresh cooldown here can matter a lot. As whether or not you kill him. In this specific instance, it doesn't necessarily matter too much because you won. Results-based analysis says you win. But it can matter. Right now, he's knocked up. He's airborne. EQ him. EQ him. Like, why aren't you EQing him? Go quickly.
Yeah.
Right? You need to go faster. And then let's say he ults away from your EQ. That's great. Now your next EQ is coming up. You can't live. You hunt anyone down with this champion with your EQs. Right now, he does not really see you on his screen. You need to picture what the enemy sees. He is running away, and he's running away from the freaking stylist. So if you EQ him right now, his camera control might not be perfect. You are assuming his camera control looks just like yours. Why would it be just like yours? He's clearing the wave. He likely doesn't even know you're freaking here. Very likely. Cool, so we get this knock up. We kill this guy. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then we have this next play here. So we get this EQ off good. We go forward, we go forward, we go forward. Cool. Keep autoing. Cool. I would always finish that guy there, by the way. You can't not finish him here. I've seen you do this twice in fights. Just kill him. You don't want to give them room to outplay. You don't want to give him any room to outplay here and heal for some bullshit reason. And like even here, like if that Cassio landed Q on the Ashe and landed that E, Ashe's HP is now 65%. Right? From a dead target. Just kill her. You have to just be confident that you
Okay.
can do stuff with the gold. Kill her.
Okay.
Okay, now you're killing this guy. The rest of this fight is like what doesn't make sense here is you're killing the Veigar, and you're using your Q for damage, but he's trapped. Okay, and then if we thought about the Otacon fight, we just got this Veigar's flash. That's fine. But even here, like, let's say this guy does have flash. Why would you Q now?
Right.
You need the EQ to follow him.
Yeah.
Let's just auto this guy to death. Ashe will kill him, and then you can EQ the Pantheon. And then Silas will never really want to flash here. Silas flashing is awful. He doesn't really want to flash here. Okay. I think the game just got lost here. So we need to go back here. So there is some fighting here that we need to look at. I don't care about the missed kill. I don't really care about this. This is just like I'm trying to teach you how to communicate. Which hopefully you have a better idea now of what actual communication looks like. Right? I'm communicating a minute in advance every play I want to make, and whenever I want to do something that involves a teammate, which is every single play, I communicate that. So if you want to make this happen, why aren't you spam picking him to go in? That's what you need to get with. Like that's what you need to understand. It's like, okay, I want you to go in badly, Galio. So instead of walking backwards here, ping him forward. How the fuck does this Cassio live if Galio, instead of clicking this way and this way, is clicking this way in the bush? You see that?
Yeah.
He in his mind, we're leaving. We're not playing. In your mind, you're playing. So communicate that. You need to bridge the communication.
Okay.
And then at this stage, like you kind of need him. He's not here. Just tragic. Okay, and then we have this right here, which was just more fighting 101. Right now, look at this freaking Raptor camp.
Yeah. At the moment I queued it, I was like, FML. Like, why am I queuing this?
Yeah, this is an FML moment, but like never make this mistake again. These are the types of mistakes that you just need to stop doing. Never finish your camp with a spell ever. Like that's just like solve it now, and you never have this problem again. Done. You learned. Great. Move on. Okay. Don't make this happen. Don't let this happen again. The camp is never worth losing this play. And then if you don't have your Q here, then you have to adapt and adjust. Right now, you could have queued, but like it was on cooldown. It was on cooldown, so you're spamming your Q on cooldown. You're spamming EQ on cooldown. You see that? Right here, your Q's not up, your Q's not up, your Q's not up, your Q's not up. E, your ability is not ready yet. Also, you don't even have to start with your EQ here because you're gonna miss your EQ anyway. Imagine you did Q here, you missed your EQ. Walk at this guy and fucking you can just tap ulti on it. That's an option. I mean, this play is hard. You actually do need to land your EQ, but you would have missed your EQ anyway. That's pretty rough. Okay, and in this play here, it's the same thing. You're running down towards the bot side. You want to try and play for this dragon or anything in the bot side, sure. No, not this position. It was the first death here. So right here, coming out of base. No, we died here. This position here. You died and you want to go invade his bot camps. Ashe has ulti, you don't communicate. Bro, these guys are at your turrets. If like I'm telling you, your teammates do not know where you are. They don't. They're focused on their game. I'm playing other roles for fun. Right now I'm enjoying my life. And it is hard. If you tried playing role, if you tried playing lane, it is fucking hard.
No, when I play lane, I have no idea where the jungler is. I have no idea when objectives are up. I don't know anything.
You don't know anything. It's fucking hard. You are focused on last hitting, trading, and figuring out what the fuck is going on with your lane. Okay, jungle has the bird's eye view. Jungle gets to see everything. If you aren't communicating what the fuck is happening, you're going to lose games. So you need to do an even better job of communicating.
Okay.
Okay. And then here. So we're fighting this here. Honestly, this is just not a great pull, but it is what it is. The flash is fine. The reposition is chill. So right here, you just kind of EQ to your death. Just wait. I don't think you respected Veigar cage a single time this game.
I literally EQ'd into the cage every single time.
Pretty sure, yeah. You need some more patience on this champion.
Yep.
Okay, so the way I would recommend you learn fighting is, well, yes, every single situation is a different way to fight. You need to just choose one. You are losing opportunity because you are indecisive. You are actually like only hurting yourself because of your inability to make a choice. Again, I always like drawing this idea. So you're here. Okay, this is you, and you have the two little paths. Okay, so both these little paths are two different ways you can play the fight. So fight number one is R, then EQ out. EQ out. And this one is EQ, um, EQ, and then R. Okay, I don't care which one you choose, but there's a 1 second window that you need to choose. I need to choose them. And if you don't, well, now you're in this new position that has two different options, like reposition or like don't fight. Right? Because instead of us being here where we can decide this, now you're actually over here because you let 5 seconds pass. So you're not deciding this anymore. You're deciding this, but your brain
Can you
can't
show
even.
me in that last example what that window was?
The window
If
was.
there is, yeah, like right here, like where's
No,
the?
no, it's not. It's normally it's mainly the team fights where you're fighting really big ideas. So right here,
Okay.
right here. So you need to know ahead of time what you're looking to do. Like right now, what's happening is
Yeah. Okay. If you were saying don't EQ or don't engage on Pantheon, so
uh
because you said that, it caused a lot of indecisiveness because I saw the Pantheon right next to me, so I was about to EQ him.
yeah, I don't want to EQ him and I would just die. Like imagine you EQ'd here. The Casio hits you, the Veigar hits you, the Karma hits you, the Pantheon can ult you. Why would I EQ in? Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah, like it does. I just like the way I look at it, which is probably very simplistic, is there's two teammates and one enemy, and if I EQ, then the guy should just get popped like faster than I should.
There's one enemy. Oh, that's your problem, man. There's not one enemy here. There's three people below him. Right? You're just missing the
Hmm.
context of the actual fight. Like you're not looking at the full board. Look at your map right now. Veigar's there. Karma's there. Casio is going there right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. She's going. She's going. She's going. She's going. So
Yep.
they're right next to him the entire time. And they have CC as well. They can CC you and fuck you up. Plus, who are the two teammates that you are talking about? You're talking about your silence has been ending the whole game. And then you're talking about your fucking Galio. So who are we even fighting with? The two weakest links on our team? So there's two things happening. One, I don't know what your assessment is of the game right now. Your assessment seems awful. So you're fighting with your level 10 Silas and your Galio as your two teammates. And then on top of that, you are not aware of where people are in the fight. Which makes sense because you play the fight as if you don't know where anyone is. So one, we need to preload what we are planning ahead of the game, ahead of the fight. All the way back here, when you're realizing the winnable Otacon, you need to decide, how am I going to fight? Who is strong? What am I looking to do? Who am I looking to CC? How can we win this fight? How can I create space and be the most useful possible and play with the right teammate? You need to load all this information now. So when you actually get into the fight, you can execute. The problem is you are deciding here how you are fighting. Here, you're deciding how the fuck do I fight? How the fuck do I fight? How the fuck do I fight? I don't know. I don't know. And it's very hard. I will fuck the same thing up because you don't really know what you're doing. And it's very last minute. You can plan all of this. There's many ways you could plan this. I don't care what your plan is. Just have a plan and then do it. You could flash R EQ away from Casio, Veigar, Karma. You could EQ R flash out. But again, I'm always trying to flash out. I'm always trying to live. Make sense?
Yep.
You
So
need a plan
it,
going into the fight. Go on.
okay, so I think that's the other thing in this game was kind of unclear, right? Like I don't think anyone on our team was particularly that strong. It just seemed like kind of even. Like Silas is obviously weaker than the average, right? Ash is level 11, Aatrox 13.
Oh,
So
I don't care about levels. I care about I care about items. I care
Yeah,
whose champion is going to be most useful in fights.
yeah. I don't know when's the last time I pressed tab in this, but like at this point in the game, like there's only like 2 people to fight with, right? It's like Ashe and Aatrox.
Well, you're fighting with your whole team. Like, let's get that straight. You're fighting with everyone, right? Because at the end of the day, it's still like you're still team fighting. But the idea is like who specifically on my team can provide the most value in the fight. We're just trying to find the most value. Who can provide the most value? Who can provide the most DPS? And like in this case, it's likely going to be Aatrox, Ashe, who can provide the most DPS. And then when you look at it, it's like, okay, like actually no one is strong. This is true, objectively true. No one on your team is strong. So then what's best for your team comp? What's best for your champ? What is the ideal fight for Jarvan? And then you play that line. Does that make sense? You need to have
It does.
a fundamental
I'm just
go on.
having a hard time understanding what the plan would be. Like, say we're at that Gromp and we're trying to preload all this information. So what, like, in your opinion, like, what is the what is the next thought that I should be having while I'm trying to preload that information?
Well, let me ask you, what's the best way to fight on Jarvan?
Like, in and out.
Okay, let's talk combo wise, and let's talk what's ideal. Like what's realistic and ideal in a team fight, and how can we make that happen? So we start with what's ideal. Let's start with what's ideal. What's the best case for Jarvan? Any team fight, does not matter what champions you have.
Just like EQ, knock someone up, kite out, or
That's your
ult someone
ideal. You want
else.
one knockup? No, let's talk perfect case scenario. Let's be very unrealistic. What's the best thing that can possibly happen in a team fight?
We just like continuously knock people up on repeat.
No, let's be very, very, very specific. What I'm looking
Okay,
for is the
we
best thing on Jarvan.
cage 5 of them in one
Yes.
spot and EQ all
Yes.
of them.
Yes. Okay. Is that possible in most fights?
No.
Okay, so let's make that a little easier now. Let's make it a little more realistic. How about we aim for 2 of their hyper carries in a cage, and then maybe let's try to knock them out and survive. Can you do that?
We can try, but yeah, probably.
Then that's your game plan. That's your goal right now. Because you're not gonna get a 5-man, not very possible. You're not gonna 3-man is hard. You can try. 2-man is easier. You can still try. That's how you team fight. You ask yourself, what's your ideal world, and how do you make that happen? If you don't have an ideal plan, then how the fuck do you fight? Whenever I fight, I always have an ideal plan. I always have an ideal target. I always have an ideal ally to work with. In this case, I don't really have an ideal ally to work with, but I have an idea of what spells my teammates can use that'll help me. For example, I have like Ashe ult. I have Malphite ult. That's how this is gonna get. I have Aatrox full combo. That can be helpful. And then I need to assess my team comp. How do we want to fight? We're a very slow paced team comp. We want to use rotations, use spells. But the perfect case scenario for you as a champion, especially against their champs, is get your combo off, your ulti, stall time, and survive. So I'm doing everything I can to position in a way where that's possible.
So in that Otacon scenario, like you think the better play is to like even to like flash forward or EQ out, just like because if I knew where there were, like assuming right, like the Pantheon's on my screen and then the 2 like Karma, Vega are like below him, so like I like go past him, flash over R, EQ back, something like that.
Well, you need to wait. You need to wait for this to be done. But right now,
Yep.
if you waited, you had your EQ, and you flash ulted these guys right here, or you flash EQ'd with your teammate's combo because you're like playing with him, or you just naturally tried to EQ, or you just waited. Like the first step to this entire fight is like, I don't know why you're EQing their front line, like into a cage, right? That for to me makes no sense. Okay, but let's say you do that because you want to front it back with your Ashe. Sure. What doesn't make sense to me in the next sequence where you EQ forward without your Ashe. So I don't even think you're thinking too much about the ideal game plan for Jarvan here. Whenever you fight, you just need to have the ideal picture on your champion, and then whatever context works for the actual fight. So it's like, yeah, back here, sure. Like, if you want to run past them, you can flash through the fucking cage and fucking ult them and then EQ out. Like, unironically, it works. Or you could wait. Unironically, what you do here is fine as well. You wait, you finally get a good opportunity. Good, you get your ulti out, And then you just need to have the like. This is perfect. You won the fight. By the way, the fight is over. They fucking lost. You out of the
Just
out
like
of the
EQ the
Viego here.
Pantheon here, right?
Yeah, the game is won, right? But you're just not
Yeah.
loading any of this information ahead of time into the fight. So of course you're gonna panic, freak out, and do what feels good, not what's actually good. You're doing what feels
Yeah.
good, which is a 3-man knockup into death.
Yeah.
Okay, but like again, at the start of this game, at the start of this fight, if let's say your intention is I want to ult in and then EQ everyone, that's fine. Do it and learn how silly that sounds. Now let's say that's my ideal way of fighting. Let's imagine that. That's my ideal way of fighting. How can we make that work given our team comp? You have to start there. Always start with what is my ideal and how can I make this work? And then you change your ideal way of fighting. So let's say I'm telling you, my ideal way of fighting, because it's possible, is for me to go in, ult people, get their flashes, and EQ after and follow up. What do I need from my team?
Galio knockup, Celis, Malphite Ultin, Ash Arrow, any of those things.
It's fucking possible. So if you wanted to just go forward, flash R, EQ in, Galio's gonna ult you, Sass will combo Malphite ult after, and Ash will ult with you. And then if it all goes to shit because you're going too deep, at least you had a fucking plan, and then you could learn after, maybe it's not a great idea to fully trust my SoloQueue teammates, and then that's your takeaway. Good. Awesome. We learned something. But right now, you're not learning much in fighting because you're just adapting to what's happening in the moment. You have no plan. You can't really play jungle like that. And like, jungle is a great example of like, you can't really just like farm camps and expect to gain things. You need to have plans, have the plans fail or succeed, and then you learn from them. Same thing with team fighting. Do you have further
Agreed.
questions on this?
No, I think I started the session by telling you I have a really hard time seeing what's on my screen apart from what's like directly in front of me. So I think we saw that in 1080p.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's another thing, but I think having a plan fixes everything.
Yeah,
Because
I need to have a
you
plan.
will account for so many more factors. Versus your brain, it's not even a mental overload. It's like your brain doesn't know what to overload on in these fights. You don't know what to focus on because you don't have a plan. And then I ask you, what's your ideal plan? Just try to get your ideal world off. Let's say your ideal way to win the fight is a 5-man knockup. Make it happen. Figure out how to make it happen. There are like, okay, so if I'm trying to make this happen, 5-man knockup, what I'll do in this game is, let's say I really need to make that happen. I will wait for them to kill this wave, maybe kill this wave quickly, and I'll problem solve. So I'm gonna go here in this bush. That's my solution. That's a solution. Okay. I can also, if I want, so when this wave dies, I can go through this bush, barely beat the next wave. Because if you look at the next wave is right there. I could barely beat it. I could walk here as well, and then EQ past the casters, and then get into the bush. And that'll give me an insane flank angle. Because in my ideal world, if I need a 3-man knockup, or a 4-man cage, or whatever, I'm going to figure out how to fight in a way where I can actually make that happen. Okay, then let's say that's not possible because you just know they have a ward in the bush here. You know you're going to get spotted, or the wave timer is not as good. Okay, next solution to the problem. Let's say the fight happens, and then we take the gates. Ooh, now we have another insane flank angle. Ooh, why don't we fight like that? Okay, let's say there's no gates. Picture another world. Okay, how about we just walk naturally all the way around for the flank angle, so we can get that 4-man knockup. Or we can sit in this bush and wait for them to come into us. There's so many ways to think about it, but you need to start with what's best for me in the fight, and how do I make that happen? And let's do everything I can to make that happen. I think that's a key thing to any game plan in League, is you need to have a game plan. And then the next key thing in fighting is you need to have a plan. Because the thing is, some people can just do this very instinctually and just have a general idea of like exactly what they want to do and exactly how they want to play, and that's fine. That's their way of doing it. That's not you. And then that means you need a plan, and that's not me either. And that's why I need a plan. And that's not a lot of people as they get better at the game and they realize what League actually is. They have plans, And that's what bridges the diamond mechanical players who are stuck diamond for such a long time, and the people who actually make it to GM Chal because they actually start playing League of Legends instead of playing Instincts. It's a very strategic way of winning the fights. Cool?
Yep. That's where I got to get to. Got to think about it more.
Yeah. Think about it every fight. Every fight you should have a plan. If you don't have fights for your if you don't have a plan for your fight, don't fight. Unironically. And then the other cheat code, the habit that you could build is if there's no one on your screen, you are not fighting. If there's no ally on your screen, you just don't fight. You can build disciplinary like rules like that. Choose a teammate. I trained this for myself when I was working on team fighting. I chose a teammate when I loaded into game, and normally it was my duo. And I would say to myself, I will not fight with anyone else but this team. And that morphs your game. That completely changes your game. Because you're not allowed to gank top, you're not allowed to gank mid, you're only allowed to gank bot, and then you're only allowed to play with your ADC. In this example. So in team fights, all I'm allowed to do is fight with my ADC. So if he's dead, I can't fight. If he's too low, I can't fight. If he is really fed, then I fight and I go crazy. And that teaches you how to pay very close attention to your teammates. Because as you saw throughout the entire early game, I am paying very close attention to all my teammates. I'm telling you what top prio is. I'm telling you what's going on mid. I'm telling you what's going on bot lane. I'm telling you how to ping them, how to communicate to them. It's because I've spent a lot of time paying a lot of attention to my teammates because I practice this. I recommend you practice this. When you get to a certain stage of the game, or throughout the entire game, choose a teammate, find the teammate, and think how they are thinking. Try. Cool?
Dude, I gotta figure out how to think for my own champion. I gotta think for someone else too. I'm kidding,
Well,
but yeah.
create your own plan for the fight before any fight begins. Think about what you're fed. Okay, there we go. All right, any other questions for me?
I feel like I'm already overwhelmed, so probably not right now.
All right, get to it.
Is there let me just ask one question. So this
Sure.
game was like naturally really good for Jarvan because of how low mobile the other team is. Let's say they have like the opposite spectrum. They have like 4 mobility champions or even 5. What is my what like we're trying to think about what is the ideal way to fight or game plan here. So like if I were to take a crack at it, it would be like let like some teammate like burn a mobility spell from the enemy first and then target that guy who burned his mobility spell after. But is there like something else to think about here?
Yeah, that's good step one. I mean, there's other options. There's other angles to think about. Like, what if they mistakenly use it? What if they use it poorly? You're looking out for that. What if they use like Ezreal E, or like you can use low commitment like EQs to get their dashes. You could use like flank positionings to get their dashes. Like yeah, like ideally just get their dash, and then you can play the fight nicely afterwards. And you're figuring out ways that you can make that happen, or find ways where you can CC lock them from Fog of War. You just try to problem solve what's best case, even if they have the dash, and you're on your way to already problem solving that. Yeah, you need to be patient. Most of the time on Jarvan against a lot of dash champions, you're patient, or your teammates are strong enough where you can ult in, get their dash and EQ to knock up.
Let me talk about flanking a little bit. Like on the screen right now, right? Like I'm like positioned over here, but we were talking about one possibility was to flank them and like let's say there's no gates or something. So to flank them, like to walk without my EQ would like take a long time, right? So I would have to like be there well ahead of time, but then the risk would be like the other team's also going to be in that position I want to flank from, right? Like if I want to walk around Dragon Pit, for example, to get behind their tri bush. So like Is that just never like the flank angle to go for, or would I like EQ hop the dragon pit and then like sweep, and then like if there's wards just like back out of there, or like like do you have any ideas on like how to better set up a flank?
I'm gonna tell you, you just need to practice and try all of these ideas. If the ideal way to fight is flank, you need to figure that out. Because like there's no way for me to fully go through all the positions for flanking. You actually need experience. That is one thing you just need experience with. But for example, you're concerned about them being like here or here. No. They're
Yeah.
gonna walk
Mhm.
forward and get control of the Otacon. They're not gonna sit there. No one sits there. So because you don't flank usually, because you don't plan usually, you're not even sure what actually happens in team fights. No one sits there, my friend. Maybe they have wards there, sure, then you'll clear it. And then if there's wards there, then they might back out, which is good. That means you're creating space for your team.
Yeah.
A lot of it is you need to experience it yourself. If flanking is what you want to do in this position. But yeah, I could walk through here, drop my flag so I'm not face checking, and then ping my entire team the whole time. And then eventually I have a nice angle. I can alt EQ back to my team, start a fight. Or
Like
the way we play this fight here is fine because we're waiting for them to start a fight, which they will because they have Malphite. Many ways to play. Choose one.
could you give like one example? It doesn't have to be in the current game either, but of like when I would choose to flank rather than just like camp a bush or something like that.
If your team comp looks the exact same and you guys are ahead, let's try to flank. If your team comp looks the exact same and they don't have a Malphite, so they have no form of engage, let's try to flank and let's try to set up a fight. Flanking almost always wins you fights, by the way. If we watch Worlds, we watched KT game 1 against T1. Um, the only reason why T1, I think it was game 1. Um, Xin Zhao, it was owner on Xin Zhao, which I think was game 1. The only reason why T1 is able to consistently win so hard is because they play different angles in fights. A lot of the best teams at Worlds, they just know how to play different angles in fights. Playing a standard front to back is fine, but learning how to flank is normally just almost always better. But it also depends on what your team comp wants. If your team comp wants needs to front to back, then you need to front to back. But look, your team comp wants to go in. Your Gallia wants to ult you after you go in. Your Aatrox wants to be able to pick stragglers off and DPS. Your Silas wants the exact same.
Yeah,
I
makes
think you're at
sense.
a stage where you just need to try to think for yourself and make the best guess possible and be comfortable being wrong and then add that to your database in your brain.
Okay.
I never learned these things from someone else. I just play the game a lot and I study the game a lot. And then I naturally create my own reads on comps and champions. And I have my own way of viewing it as well. Because you can ask a jungler like Kirei or a jungler like Tarzan or a jungler like Natty Nat, and they will have completely opposing views to me. But we're all challenger. We're all good players in our own respect, our own regard. So right now your problem isn't actually isn't actually accuracy, it's just doing it and be confident with your ability. Sometimes unironically fake it till you make it is actually the key thing in League of Legends. It's okay to have ego around your understanding here. And then it's also good to be humbled by someone who's better than you and eventually learn. But right now what you need to have is some confidence in your ability to assess the game, and then you need to work on that if you are wrong.
Okay.
It's the
Yeah.
only way you
I
can
think
learn.
I think I just need to start trying different stuff, like because I feel like I play kind of the same way every time, which is like usually front to back, and I don't really try to flank or like whatever. So I just have to go and try stuff.
Yep. Go ahead. Go ahead. Alrighty. I'll see you around, Kinman. Good
All
luck.
right.
Good luck, bro.
Thanks, Barry.
Take care. Bye bye.
You too.
Alrighty, guys. That was some Jarvan coaching. We got a lot of team fighting ideas in and how to make plans and whatnot. It's good stuff overall. That's gonna be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.